iPad chart. All without any other cables. It's all stuff that's here.
Bing
I don't have
bong.
to get it out. And then my children got me this for Father's Day. Blessed beer rolls.
Yeah.
So now
All
I have a
right.
mug here.
That is a win right there.
And then her kids got me this shirt for Father's Day. It says, "I hate people."
All right. My
It's
wife,
amazing.
that reminds me, my wife wears a necklace and it's just a pretty little like waves and a little gem on it, but you flip it over, I'm a fucking ray of sunshine, it says.
It's awesome.
That's awesome.
And then, I don't know if you saw it last night, Ryan, with the money my mother gave me for Father's Day. I got the Midgard World Book, which is a campaign setting from Kobold Press. Now,
Sweet.
if we eventually get done with Rime of the Frost Maiden, when I was saying I have all these different worlds I want to run games in, this is one of them.
Badass. Let's do that.
And, I mean, this thing is a flippin' monster.
I could tell when you picked it up. That's like an old school dictionary right there.
Oh yeah, and it is chock full of, I mean, like city maps and stuff, and it's just I started reading it. It's a really cool world.
Hey, Coach, do you remember how to get into your sound settings?
Sure.
You'll need to turn yourself down a little bit. I wonder if it was just the way your computer was set up last week.
Might have been.
Because you're coming in hot. I mean, you sound good, but you're coming in hot.
I mean, I am ridiculously sexy, so
He is. He is. That is
totally
that
makes
is
sense to me.
Truth bombs.
All right, help me out, Norm. Input volume should be less than 100%.
So, oh crap. Let me pull this open. So you went to sound settings, you went to sound control panel, right?
I went to voice and video app settings.
Nope. So click on that search thing in the bottom. Do you remember the search thing? For Windows.
You're talking my computer and not in Discord.
Correct.
Got it.
Are you there?
Yeah.
Okay. So sound settings, recording. Right click on your microphone. Properties. Levels. What is that set to?
I'm trying to find recording in my sound settings.
Oh, so doopy doopy doop derp derp derp. So when you go to sound settings, on the right hand side you'll see sound control panel.
Don't see that, but we'll get there.
Gus, don't be a dick. So in your sound
Alright. No, I see it. I see
Okay.
it.
Yeah, click on sound control panel. Recording. Right click on your microphone. Properties. levels.
How's that? Is that any better?
What did you set that to?
80.
Put it to 90. Say some words.
Some words.
Hello. Right now it's at 80.
Go to 90.
Yeah.
Take your mom to 90.
Ours go
Hello.
to 90.
Right now it is at 90.
Try 95. That's weird because you sounded really
I wasn't
high.
talking very loud either.
Okay. What are you at now?
91.
Start talking like you're gonna do battle.
All right, John, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to take her back behind the bar, and we're going to do shots of tequila until such a time when Tom's mom makes me some muffins.
I like that that's your definition of battle.
Yeah, right?
It's the most important thing I could ever fight for.
All right,
Tom's mom?
Yeah, my mom,
Right on.
apparently. All right, so does everybody sound good to everybody else?
Yeah.
I think so.
Sounds
Can-
sexy
Jeff's
to
a
me.
little hot to me.
Yeah, you sound hot too, Jeff.
Oh, yeah.
Because he shaved, I think.
Is this better or worse?
Better.
Say more words.
More words.
Whoa,
Lots more words.
no, that's really
So
hot.
hot.
And it's interesting because
Does he have a setting in Discord?
He should, yeah.
Yeah. I don't know where that setting is, though. They have so much shit open on the second monitor. This is kind of awesome. Makes me very happy.
Is that better?
Say more words. Count to 10.
Yes.
Better or worse? 1, 2, 7, 14, 10.
Yeah, you sound good.
Not like
you sound
grass.
hollow, but it's not hot.
Okay, I turned off all those things you had us turn off last week.
Maybe that messed with your.
Headphone with noise and gain control. How about that? I just turned back on echo cancellation.
Just turn them all
That's-
back on once. Discord is so fickle.
How about like that? Wait, I do have an output volume.
Yeah, turn that down.
Better?
Lower that a little bit.
How's that sound?
More.
More?
More.
No, that's an output volume, not an input volume.
Mm.
All of a sudden, I couldn't hear you guys. I was like, wait, that's the wrong thing.
Wrong one.
How about now?
We are heading.
Do anything better?
More.
I don't have a gauge, unfortunately, on the iPad.
Yeah.
Auto sensitivity. How about that?
It's weird because it's coming across really loud.
How about now?
Let me check something on my end. Talk.
Tom Norman.
I'm talking from the Lazy Dragon.
Is that better for everybody?
I realized I was actually had my volume up on my headset a little, so I just dialed it back, and now I can hear everyone.
Say more words, genius. Count to 10.
17, 42, 36, blue 32.
Omaha.
Keep talking. Keep counting.
Hello, my name is Simon, and I like
Hi,
to
my
do
name is-
drawings.
All right. I just adjusted your volume on my end. So you're
Okay.
and because you were coming across like you're flaring on the far end of the red spectrum.
I think from watching playbacks, I think I'm usually the loudest. So,
Nice logo, John. I like that.
That is their rebrand. that is their fan-approved rebrand, and I love it. The Chicago Fire.
Fan approved. Fan approved.
Tis fantastico.
All right, so how's everybody doing now that we're done troubleshooting everything?
I had a hell of a day yesterday.
You're bad.
I was gonna say, any particular reason why?
Yeah, I did a few things I've never done before in my life.
Oh, you mean anal?
I was upstairs. No, I almost rather prefer anal to what I did. And this may somber things up, so I'm debating whether I should actually tell this story right now.
Oh, no, that's fine.
My girlfriend's cat died yesterday.
Oh,
Their older cat of the two. So I buried a cat for the first time in my life. Ooh,
interesting.
that was a rough day. The kids were off and on in tears most of the day. They went to the tractor pulls with their dad last night, so they had a good distraction. But yeah, emotional day when that stuff happens, and so I'm a little hungover today.
For sure.
I'm drinking more coffee.
As well, you should be.
Yes. So when Norm said shots of tequila, I'm like, hey, I did that yesterday. Like a couple of them.
It was in balance. We had a pretty good Friday night at least. So.
Oh yeah. Oh, and it was a good day. Despite what happened yesterday, it was a good day. It was actually.
Yeah, it was a great day. Had a few beers, buried a cat. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sadly, buried a cat is not a euphemism.
No. No.
Could be if you
could
wanted
be.
it to be.
I mean, if you think about it, if you wanted it to be, it could be.
You're not.
Anyway,
Hey.
Yeah. So after I got done
On a
watching,
lighter note, you need to fight a woman in her bush this morning. So.
yeah. And
yeah.
I would
Can you
like
guys
to,
figure out what I spent multiple hours doing yesterday evening?
looking at apparently music.
Writing a
and-
limerick?
Listening to a bazillion songs to come up with my entrance music
That too, yeah.
for Graz also.
Yeah, that was let's see. We talked about that last week pre-show, right?
Yeah, that's where I got the
Yeah.
idea from. It's like, oh, I wonder what Doc would do. Graz was a lot easier than Doc was. Graz has been around a little longer though.
Well, I'll ask you this question on the spot. If there was going to be a movie made featuring your character, who would play your character?
James Earl Jones.
If it's animated, hell yeah, I could see Aronan with a
really deep voice? Nah, he would not have a deep voice.
Yeah. James Earl Jones would play Crixus, because Crixus would be a CGI character. That's what. Either that or Morgan Freeman.
Elsie Grammer.
Ooh,
Yeah.
I like that one.
Yeah.
Honestly.
I'll have to think about that and
Yeah, I really need to.
post it for next week.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Consider that. Think about that.
All right,
Talking about
kids.
that. Did you come up with entrance music for Doc, Jeff?
Yeah, I'd put something on Messenger.
Stop kidding. Nice. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Two Nerds, One Quest. Apparently, Norm's pulling the stunts on me this morning.
I gave you the warning. I said,
I
all
am
right,
your
kids.
host. Oh, you did say, all right, kids. I didn't know that was the warning. Is that the warning? I'll listen to that from now on. I am your host and DM, JC, here with these three nerds because, math is hard. That man that spoke already is Tom M. Norman playing Aronan this morning. How you doing, buddy?
Yo, what is going on, people of the internet and friends in real life?
The internet is for porn. That man nodding his head in agreement is Ryan Crix's coot.
Yeah, I mean, amongst other things, of course. But, hey, what's going on?
Of
Happy
course.
Father's Day to all the dudes with little people out there.
Oh, that it is.
Yay.
Happy Father's
Little
Day.
people. They're not so little anymore. They're
Not as much.
rather big people. So,
Absolutely.
and the man, yep, that last voice you heard right there that's sneaking in. The man, the myth, the legend, the lore master, the lazy dragon, Jeff Doc Williams. How you doing, buddy?
D&D on Sundays is for dads and anybody else. And
D&D on Sundays is for dads, and there's Norm.
Yeah.
Speaking of kids, there are Norm's kids going nuts, or at least the equivalent of his kids. Apparently, someone is at the door, or it's just a random butterfly outside, and they go, "Wow, hey, let's bark at this."
squirrel.
Damn near.
Squirrel, yep, squirrel. So, Jeff, you do have a recap of what happened last week, and possibly a limerick.
I do. I can't say the limericks are getting better, but we started with a 200-year-old mummy explaining some parts of the area with the moon dial and things, and as we looked inside of the elven tomb, the moose rushed out and knocked Aronan over, so that started a quite lengthy fight with the large beast. We were successful. Ellie took an antler for proof that it was gone, and while she needed a rest, Aronan and Doc examined the moon dial and found that there was no snow on it, and found some words in Elvish that gave clues to the rest of this place. Then we all headed inside, and Aronan thought he heard something, so he headed down a path without the rest of us because, not as stealthy. So he got to a small room. The door was cracked open. As he opened it, he saw a sarcophagus with light shining down, and out jumped a woman and a small bush. And for your entertainment pleasure, the moose was overly annoyed. Once defeated, the party was overjoyed, till a woman jumped out with a blue-stained mouth, yelling, 10 towns will be destroyed.
Nice. Very nice. Let's get I'm getting some stats together here. This is I'm getting bush stats. Sounds weird.
Critically important.
Let's see.
I mean, to be fair, you have to appreciate that even in a sarcophagus, the woman has a very small bush, so she's thinking ahead here. Too much? Too much for a Sunday morning?
No, not at all. I just gotta do a little math here.
It's a feng shui thing.
I don't. It's a feng shui thing. Okay, let's do that then. All right. So she jumps up, this druid in like white fur and with staff and all this stuff. You got the blue stained mouth and everything, and she yells, 10 towns will be destroyed, if not by my hand, then the Frost Maidens. Let's roll an initiative there, Norm. And everyone else, we can all get into this. like these little dice. They're fun.
I'm
Ha.
muted.
Yeah, I am muted. And everything
Yes,
all set
you
up
are.
except for my character, which is fantastic. All right, initiative.
And
While everyone's rolling, a word to the wise for those of you making barbarians: always rage.
yeah. The amount of damage you took that turn on Friday was insane.
I took 100.
You got clobbered.
I figured it out. I ended up taking 170 plus in that battle.
Yeah, that was a.
And if I would have,
You're kind of the only one that took a
I'm
lot,
still
though.
100 down. And had I been raging, I'd only be down like 20.
Yeah, it's kind of amazing how that works. So
I got 16.
put this.
I
All
also have 16.
Oh my god, are you
Alright.
serious?
Yeah.
I, of course,
Do you
14
also
plus
have
two.
16?
have 16.
All right. So who's got the highest dex? That's Aronan, right?
That's it now. Doc is 14. So plus
I'm
2.
8.
Oh, I need to roll Ellie's.
Come on,
A
get a
lonely girl.
16.
Nope. She's got a 0.
What?
She has a -1 initiative, and she rolled a 1.
Oh,
Makes
So
sense.
Ellie is last.
so she's just going home.
All right. Aronan, Doc, Crixus. Is that the order then?
Yep.
Doc,
Yeah, that sounds right.
Crix. All right, and you guys are all in 16. So Aronan. She jumps up. You guys hear this yelled from this chamber down the hall, and are suddenly made aware. You kind of all look at each other like, "What the fuck?" Aronan, what would you like to do? She seems hostile.
Yeah, she does seem hostile. I have my, if I remember correctly, I have my dagger in my right hand. So, and the door.
Short sword.
No, I had my dagger because I was going to poke something in the eye.
Yeah.
if
Just
it
your
came
dag.
at me. What's that?
Oh yeah, that's right. I thought you had both your short
Nope,
sword and your
just
dagger.
my dagger.
Oh, just your dagger.
So,
Okay.
I am going to throw my hands up in the air, kind of like I mean no
You don't
harm.
care?
Yeah, and I'm gonna wave them from here to there, and and I'm gonna say, "Stop! We aren't a part of 10 Towns."
She looks at you through squinted eyes. What do you mean you're not part of 10 Downs? You're in this tomb.
Yes,
This is
but
my tomb. This is my home.
we are not from 10 Towns. We are from the South. We are investigators. I'm gonna try and drag out time to give everybody else time to like catch up to where I am and hopefully get my back if
Okay.
it comes to that. Because I know that Crixus
Okay, we'll pause.
is a little bit more wordy than I am, and he's a little more gentle on the words.
Okay. So what we're going to do is we'll pause the initiative right here. I want you to make a charisma check. Because you're talking to her.
I am a charismatic
Actually, you can even make a
motherfucker.
persuasion.
Persuasion?
If you want to make a persuasion, you can do that as well.
Persuasion or deception?
Because you're just trying to
Persuasion
talk to
for
her.
just stalling.
He has not lied yet. The second he lies, it'll be deception. But until
21.
he lies, it's persuasion. 21. So you keep talking to her. You're keeping her talking. You're keeping her engaged in this. The 3 upstairs, 4 upstairs, because the mummy's up there as well. What are Crixus, Doc? Ellie kind of looks at you guys for a cue. What are you guys doing?
Run. Towards,
Yeah,
not away.
Yeah, definitely the
Run.
plan is to, as soon as we hear another voice in the cavern, besides Aronon's, it's all-out sprint towards the room.
So you all sprint towards the room. Doc, you're wearing heavy armor, right? like plate armor
Um,
stuff.
yeah,
Crixus is
mine's
as well.
not the noisy kind. I intentionally took the breastplate because it wasn't noisy, but it is. It is. I believe
Okay.
it's heavy armor.
Ellie's stuff is noisy, and she's gonna run after you guys. So she's gonna make a bunch of noise coming down this tunnel, and there's gonna be the echoing of armor and stuff, and chink, 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 and weapons out. Who is the first one? Doc, probably, because you said you were taking off running first. So Doc, you come busting through the door.
Yeah, I also have the
The
lowest.
door flings
speed.
open behind. Oh, you also have the lowest speed. Then it would
25 versus
probably
30. I mean, depends on how fast I got a head start.
if you guys start running, Ellie would beat you both there. She's got the equal speed to Crixus, but Crixus is older than her and a little bit heavier set. So she beats the both of you. She's the first one through the door. The door slams open, and you all see Aronan talking to this woman standing on a sarcophagus. He's got his hands in the air, and is trying to talk to her. And the second you guys burst through the door, she takes a defensive stance again and says, "Who are they? You said you weren't here to fight. They come running with weapons drawn."
We're not here to fight. We're not here to fight. These are my companions. And I'm going to say it loud enough to be sure that
Tell them to drop their weapons.
You guys?
Tell them to drop their weapons now.
And I'm going to put my dagger back in my holster. Or back on my side.
Ellie drops her mace. Her shield kind of hangs on her arm.
He pretends to drop his weapon, but just hides it behind his back.
Make a sleight of hand check for me, please.
Ooh, not bad. 18.
18. Yep, you're good. She does not notice you do this. Crixus, do you drop your weapons?
Can I just hook it onto my belt?
Sure. Yeah, you got it under your belt, present your hands, kind of. Okay.
Yeah, I still have my shield, but
She's still got her staff up. She's holding it towards you guys. What do you want?
And I'm going to kind of wave Crixus forward like, come, explain. Otherwise, I'm going to end up killing this. Yeah, you're the good talker. I'm gonna say to her, my friend Crixus here is going to explain everything. He's very, very peaceful. And I'm going to take a step back. So I'm going to make room for him in the entrance.
Doc will edge sideways. Whichever side the bush is on, Doc will edge that way along the outside wall, if he can. Very slowly.
I'll say you and me, real talk.
Are you going to keep edging to get close to it?
Very slowly.
Okay.
You and me, real talk.
Real talk, madam. We are here.
She kind of puts her staff down, but she's still holding it, and she's looking at you intently.
We are here to investigate on a spectral elk. We located him, however, he will no longer be a problem. Perhaps you had seen this elk before, and it has been destroyed, so it will no longer harm.
You see her face sour as you start talking about destroying this. And she says, if you destroyed him, you are no friends of mine. And she is going to cast...
damn it.
You spell it, y'all.
I had two paths. I took the wrong path. This or a choose your own adventure book. I would have held the page. I would have just flipped back.
read both
you're
the
not
options.
Wrong. You're not
gone
wrong.
Back. You all are within a 20-foot radius of each other.
Yeah, you didn't give me enough time to scooch.
Yeah. So she starts mumbling this word, a few words, and I need a dex saving throw from the three of you. Four of you, five of you, because the mummy's there as well. Oh, this poor Mummy. Oh, I gotta pull his stats up, son of a biscuit.
Mummy might not have been
Where
close
is
enough
he?
yet. I don't know.
We'll say he was at the door. He didn't come rushing in.
12.
We'll do that.
Oh. Natty 1 plus 4 is 5.
Here we go. TPK.
So yeah, we were talking about doing other campaigns, were we? Oh, we had a 13. So it was this. So and what is her spell save? Sure. Okay. So what did everyone have now?
Well,
Sorry, what kind of save was it?
Or
Dex.
dexterity. So I know Aronan failed.
Mm-hmm.
Doc, you had a 13? 12. You
Wow.
failed. Crixus failed. Ellie failed. So you all take all of this. Let's see. This is...
I don't like this at all.
That's 11 bludgeoning damage. And... This might hurt. Ooh. And 12 cold damage. As these icy hailstones seem to appear out of thin air above you in the chamber and slam to the ground all around you.
How much is that?
Battering you with ice. It was 11 and 12, so a total of 23 damage.
I'm going to use my uncanny dodge and half.
And 12 cold.
Someone had
You
resistance to
can't
cold?
dodge an AO.
Crixus does.
Correct, Jeff? You cannot dodge an area of effect.
No, that's the other one. That's evasion, and you'll get that, I think, at 7th level if you take more levels in Rogue.
So, that also makes the 20-foot circle you guys are all standing in difficult terrain until the end of her next turn.
Great.
Aronan.
Sorry, guys.
It is you, dude. The moose was hers.
I would know
She's
it.
a little pissed.
Apparently they were friends.
So what would you like to do, Aronan?
Oh,
I like the attempt. The attempt at negotiation was
it was working.
better than murder hoboing it. Yeah. Honestly, you got everyone in the room, Aronan, so well done.
Yes, don't have to spend an action dashing.
I am going to... Well, at this point, I'm going to pull out my short sword. So I backed myself up. Damn it. I should have stepped into the room as opposed to back.
The room, if you actually look at the map, is not all that large.
No, but I'm still
fact,
behind Crixus.
I'm going to say the whole lower, like from the sarcophagus door and to the right, that whole corner is what that ice spell made. Ice storm made a difficult
far away
terrain,
is
so
she?
that whole southeast corner, but she's standing on the sarcophagus. So she is literally within, gosh, you guys are all right there. She's 5 feet from you guys.
So we're trying to Three Stooges
Like
our way into the main door?
Well, you're all in there. Yeah. You've all piled in. This is why the mummy's still in the hallways, because he can't fit in. The 4 of you came in right there in those first 4 spots, and he can't actually fit in. So what would you like to do, Norm? You have your dagger out. No, you don't. You
No, I
actually
put it away.
put it away, didn't you? Yeah.
I'm gonna dual hand crossbow.
Pull the crossbows. Fire.
Fire, fire. Come to Papa.
Fire.
19 to hit.
19 hits.
for... Oh, good. 10 damage.
10 damages.
That's good. For a crossbow.
That is very good.
Yeah, I rolled the 6. Let's see here.
You gonna move?
Bonus action, I'm going to use my other crossbow.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
Which is being covered up by my numbers and words.
Oh, yeah, you're pulling your weapons as your movement, so...
24.
24 to hit, or 24 damage?
24. Well, I wish it was 24 damage. 24 to hit.
Yeah, it hits. 24 hits. I'm sorry.
Damage.
I'm thinking of my game. You wouldn't do 24 damage with your offhand. I'm thinking of the game Friday night. That's my level 18 people, and it's more like 54 damage on a hit.
Trace damages.
3 damages. 3 damages done. All right, Doc. Unless you wanted to move some, you do like. I would say that you could pull your crossbows while you were moving if you wanted to move anywhere. Otherwise, we can just leave you where you're at. It's kind of a small room.
Half speed, you probably can't go too far.
No. But he could get out of the difficult terrain area. But it's only going to last one turn, so. Unless you cast it again.
I don't think he knows you're talking to.
Yeah. Norm, are you moving or no?
I was looking at something. I thought you were talking to Genius.
Oh.
No, you said.
No, are you going to move? I was talking to Genius.
Okay.
Okay, we'll call that. It's a small room.
Doc will move.
We'll move to Doc.
She's standing on the sarcophagus?
Yes, she's standing on the sarcophagus.
Doc's going to kind of baseball swing the axe around from behind his back and try to take out her legs.
Okie dokie.
So, first attack is a crit. 19 plus for a crit because I crit on 19s. Dice number 1 is a 12 on a 12. Dice number 2 is an 8. 20 plus 3. 23 for the first hit. That was a good one.
Wow. That's impressive.
But wait. You had 12 and 8 on dice, which is 20 times 2 because it's a crit. That was the 2 dice. 40.
I rolled 2 dice.
Plus the
20,
okay.
So 23 total. Yeah, I like rolling 2 dice instead of doubling.
Got it.
Okay. Second attack.
However you want to do it.
I'll plan it so that I can rotate all the way around and come around a second time with a full swing. 14 to hit.
Yeah, it hits. It hits.
All right.
Not just. It's close to our AC.
Only 5 damage on that one.
Okay.
And then I'm going to use my bonus action to do second win and get a couple hit points back. So that's 4. 4 plus 6 is 10. I'll get 10 back.
Okay.
I'll call that good.
Then we move to Crixus.
Crixus is going to use a second level prayer of healing.
Okay.
On everyone that he can see. Within 30 feet. So I imagine that's all of our party.
Yeah, within 30 feet would be everyone. What is the cast time on Prayer of Healing? 10 minutes.
Oh, yeah.
Do you want to start that?
I'm not doing that. Nope, not going to do that.
Yeah, that's not the one you want right now.
Got it.
Crixus just sits down and starts praying.
Yeah, all right, you guys are on your own. Okay.
Like Azim and Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves. You whine like a mule, you are still alive.
I'll pull out... No, I'm not going to do that either. All right, if I look around, can I tell which one of my team members is probably the most injured?
It's hard to say. She did a spell that kind of went after everyone, and you all took damage. Oh, yeah, Ellie took damage. Got to damage her up. Um, um, you can tell Ellie doesn't look very good right now. I can say that.
And you can probably tell Doc doesn't care.
She's standing next to you.
Yeah, I'm
Doc
probably
seems
not
to be fine.
feeling the greatest either.
All right. Well,
Ellie and
why don't
Aronan
I?
both look a little woozy.
Yeah. Why don't I just? I'll just cast. I'll do a cure wounds on Aronan if I'm close enough to him, and I think I am
Yep.
because he didn't move.
No, I should be literally
Yep,
right
you guys are.
right behind you, right to your right.
You guys are literally in those 4 blocks, right in the
All right.
southeast
9
corner
heal
of the
to
room.
him,
All right.
Thank you, sir.
and then I'm gonna move.
Can I have another?
Right.
I'm gonna move shield up as close as I can to the woman.
All right, so you move right up to the base. If let's see, it would have been Aronon stepped back, so he's in the back row. Doc is in the front row. Ellie was first one in, so she's in the front row. So you step to the side. So the 3 of you are in the front row, looking up at the sarcophagus with Aronon behind you guys. The shrub comes around the corner, from the right and goes after Ellie. It comes around and you hear it like yell a battle cry, like it talks when it comes around, comes after Ellie, and it yells, "You killed my mother!" and goes after Ellie. It doesn't make any sense. But this shrubbery is ready to fight and coming. So swings at Ellie. Ooh, that die went all over the place. Where did it go? Ooh, that's not good. That is a +1, and her AC is, yep, it hits her. Doesn't hit for much, but this little thorny limb comes out and starts just like poking at her, scraping across her skin. Ooh, and does a max damage 3 to her. So Ellie takes 3 damage as this little shrubbery scrapes across the hand that's holding her mace. Oh no, she didn't pick it up yet. She's got her one hand out. She kind of put her hand out to block the shrub, and it got it. Or shield out, actually. But it damaged her for 3. That's what I'm getting at.
It got her. It got her good.
It got her. It got her good. So then the druid is going to, let's see. It is going to
just give up. Just give up. Do it now. Give up.
No. She feeling outnumbered is going to start muttering the same words you heard before. And you know what's coming. No, that's not the die. I need deck saves from the 4 of you.
Better this time, guys.
I can't get any worse. I didn't get much better.
Let's see what Ellie's got. Nope, Ellie failed. Aronan failed.
Yep, I got an 8.
Crixus?
Fail.
Fail. 10. Doc?
5.
5? Ooh, all fails again. So, as these just chunks of ice start forming in the sky above you and rain down on you. Ooh. That's nice. Ooh, that's nice. For you guys. You take 2 points of bludgeoning damage as she rolls 2 1s on her 2d8 for that. And then the cold damage. That's not so nice. And you take 11 cold damage, so a total of 13 damage. 2 bludgeoning and 11 cold. The problem with that is when that hits, Ellie falls to the ground, unconscious. That is difficult terrain by you guys still, but other than Crixus, Doc, and Aronan, actually, this is actually not the best position because it's Crixus, Doc, Ellie, and then Aronon's behind him, and it's difficult terrain. You can move through friendly squares, though, so that's helpful. It is Ellie's turn, so she needs a death saving throw. So
That's not good.
It's not optimal.
No, that is not optimal.
That's a failure at 8.
When in doubt, heal the healers.
Then we move back to Aronan.
Hell. So how does rough terrain move? I have half movement?
Half your movement through it. It takes twice as much movement to move through one. So a 5-foot square takes 10 feet of movement to move through.
Okay. So am I going to be able to pull my sword as I move up to her?
Oh, sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm going to do that. I'm going to move the 15 feet because I shouldn't be that. I shouldn't be that far away from her.
Let's see. Where are you? You're back there, so you move 10. You could actually get around to the backside of her on the sarcophagus if you wanted.
Oh, could I?
Because
Okay.
you use 20 feet to get through your 10 feet, and then you have another 10 feet of movement once you're out of that area.
Oh, because it's only
And
in
you
a
can get
certain
around
area.
the backside
Okay.
of her.
All right, I'll do that.
It's
Yeah,
only in that certain area. So, okay, so you draw your short sword and you move around to the backside of her.
Yes,
trying
sir.
to create a diversion so she stops focusing on the rest of the party.
And at least get me out of her.
Right, what would you like to do?
Her icy.
That's your movement, so
Clutches. Yep, I'm gonna attack.
Okay.
15 hits.
15 does hit her.
Question mark. All right.
Yep, 15 hits.
For 7.
For 7?
Only 7. Can I kneel down behind the sarcophagus and pretend to hide?
No, because she's standing on top of it. She's got vision all over the place right now.
So would she have been close enough to anybody for me to get the sneak attack dice as well, or is she still back off?
Oh yeah,
Okay.
yeah. You have both Doc and Crixus in melee range over on the other side.
All right, so you can add another 6 to that for sneak attack, or for my whatever you want to call it.
You only rolled a 6 on 3d6.
That is a true statement. Guess how many ones I got?
As many as she did on her 2d8. 2?
That would be a correct statement.
Okay, that's Aronan. Doc, you saw Ellie fall next to you. You see this frost root in front of you. You see all these crumbled ice strewn about the floor.
Would there
Crixus
be
to your left.
would Doc think that he could get up on the sarcophagus without any effort? And is there enough room for him to stand up there with her?
You would, yes, be able to get up on the sarcophagus with her. It's going to take a strength check to oppose her, to push her to one side of it, because she's kind of standing in the middle of it right now. So I will allow you to get up there. You're going to need a contested strength check to move her off to the side so that you can occupy the 2 squares.
Would that take an action to do?
No, I could say that's your movement.
I will attempt that.
It's going to be all your movement, though.
Ugh, not good. Strength check. Only 9.
Yeah, she kind of puts her hand on your head and pushes you back down.
All right.
Keeping you on the ground. There was no way you were getting up there. She rolled in that 20.
All right. 23 to hit. Oh, another 12.
Yep.
So 15 damage.
Nice.
Second attack, 16 to hit, 9 damage.
All right.
And then since the bad things are happening, he's going to use his action surge and go for another 2 attacks. 18 to hit for 8 damage.
Okay.
And last one is probably going to miss 9, so miss.
Yep, that misses. All right.
And I don't think he has any bonus
It
actions.
is.
So.
Nope.
Nope.
Didn't you action surge?
Yeah. Yeah.
Isn't that your
It's not.
bonus
It's
action?
actually just a one-time free action.
Oh, it's just one.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. I get confused. I haven't played a warrior or a fighter
Yeah.
in a long while. Crixus, we are to you. Ellie's on the ground. Doc tried to climb up on him. You see him get shoved back, and he seems to get frustrated by this and goes to town on this druid a little bit from the ground with his axe. Aronan had moved around to the backside. Seems to have a bit of her attention as well.
Am I in melee range with her?
With the druid, yes. You can... Right. Nope. There isn't going to be a place where you can get out of it, or not get out of it and stand by Ellie.
Right. I will healing word then on Ellie.
Okay.
At 3rd level.
Bring her up. 3rd level healing word.
Ooh. Oh, good. 18.
I was gonna say that's a good healing word.
2 4s and a 2.
Nice.
What did you say, Genius?
So you cast healing word from the distance, and Ellie. You see Ellie actually turn her head to the side and open her eyes, and she seems to take a quick assessment of what is going on, and you see recognition that she remembers. Oh yeah, we were fighting. The shrub comes over and standing by Ellie is gonna attack her.
Such a ridiculous thing.
Oh yeah, and it's gonna hit her.
She's prone, so it has advantage, right?
Yep. Oh, I should actually roll that second die in case it's.
I want to see this bush crit.
It's not a crit. Yeah. There's a show title for you. I want to see this bush crit. Does 2 damage to Ellie as it rakes across her face. This thorny branch off of it. So it just drags open this slice under her eye. Then we move forward to the druid. The druid is going to oh, which one do I want to do?
Do whichever one doesn't kill me. How about that?
I'm almost as a
She's distracted by her bush.
Spread out on her. Yeah, the Norm's movement around the backside was actually makes my decision tougher. If you guys were all still together, there would be her last ice storm coming.
Oh.
But because he moved, I can't catch all of you with it. So, that does that, and that does that. Boom, shellac, like boom. She is going to change into.
She shouldn't change. She should stay the same crazy druid she's always been.
With all those guys watching?
Oh, Yeah, with all these men in the room. Ellie's gonna run up and hold the towel up for her. It'll be like a good magic illusion. She pulls the towel away, and suddenly this druid is a wolf. No, Ellie isn't holding the towel, but the druid is going to shape change. You see her change into a wolf in front of you.
Should do that as an action.
And then, yep. So then I need to do this. Pull this up. Ooh.
Did anybody grab a muzzle from the
something.
muzzle store?
Cast
So she changes
spells?
into the wolf as a.
Genius.
Does she?
Cast spells as a wolf?
Doc wouldn't know that.
So suddenly there is this white wolf with his blue stained teeth standing on top of the sarcophagus. Ellie is going to stand up, and she is going to take her mace. She's picking her mace up as she's standing up, and she's going to beat the shit out of this shrub. She's sick of this thing. She's got blood running down her cheek from where she got cut open by it. She is going to just hit it. Holy cow.
Wow.
It's only got a 9 AC, but she just hit it. For 4 damages. And then as a bonus action, she's going to pull out the spiritual weapon to occupy the space next to the druid on top of the thing. And it gets to attack in that moment. 17 hits the wolf's AC. And
So
it
I
does...
would like to volunteer that the spiritual weapon has appeared as a rolled up newspaper to bop the dog on the nose.
Yes. A rolled up newspaper, the Lothander Times, rolled up, smacks the wolf in the nose for 5 damage.
What the hell was that?
Wolf's hit points here, which aren't many.
All kinds of.
Oh,
I don't know what was.
I know
it?
I know what
What
happened.
did you hear? Did you hear my dice? Oh,
No,
okay.
I started typing and must have been hotkeys for about 12 different sound effects. And so you heard a wah wah and a bunch of spells and
That was awesome. It was a cacophony.
Oh my gosh. So 16, 18, it took 4? Is it 4 damage she did with the 5 damage?
Yeah, I think it's 5.
Okay. And that will move us on to then Aronan. We're back to you. You've moved around the backside. This spiritual weapon, rolled up newspaper, the Lothander Times, just knocked the snot out of the wolf a little bit. You're standing there with your short sword. What would you like to do?
This is
Sit.
yeah. Bad wolf.
You want a treat?
Try to lure it into the corner with some of my food from my bag. I'm going to obviously use my short sword again. So I'm kind of well, the wolf would be at my height now because if it's
Yeah, basically staring at you, eye to eye ish.
all right. I'm going to do an overhead chop. Overhead chop. Yeah.
Kung Fu chop.
Yeah, kind of on the swinging for its neck.
Okay. Swing away, sir. Swing away.
24. 24.
24 hits.
Fucking
For sure.
better.
Sneak attack.
For 8 damage.
8 damages.
That with sneak attack?
Oh, and sneak attack. Thank you, genius. I'm a terrible rogue. Did you know that? Oh,
You should be a monk.
This definitely made up for my last roll. 15.
Ooh.
15
damage for the
15 extra damage.
Sneak attack?
Yep.
Okay, so that. And then she reverts back to her druid form on all fours on top of the sarcophagus now.
Doggy style.
As you slash through the side of her with your short sword.
What style?
Doggy style.
Oh, doggy.
Doggy style.
No, it was actually doggy style before.
Oh, you guys. Oh, you guys. All right.
All right. So, point of clarification: if she's on all fours, is she prone? I know it's for flavor, but
semi-prone.
He wants to say no, but he doesn't want to take away the cool. It's the difference between. She's not laying
the
down.
part of me, I'm just thinking about the. Yeah, I want to say no because she's at height level. You aren't getting any real advantage. You still got to swing through normally. You weren't coming down. It isn't. You're still, especially you. You're almost having to swing up at her. Still.
I mean,
because you're a dwarf, and this is like a
no
3
if you
foot.
Want to say no. She's
okay. Yeah, no, I don't think you would have advantage on this.
So I'll just have to roll a 20 on.
Maybe Crixus because he's
taller.
taller.
20 on one die instead of 2. And
there you go.
Not even joking.
Rolls the 20.
Shut up.
Oh my gosh. That's
okay,
amazing.
So
that's beautiful.
3 damage plus 11 is 14 plus the modifier is 3, so 17 damage on the first hit.
Hey Doc, how did she die?
All right, let's say this because she's on all fours. I'll hit her with the flat side of the axe and kind of knock her right in the face. And just
all right. we got to get that waffle ironed on the side of your axe. Like that's you can do that. Yes, you take the flat of the axe and you just break in her face. And just there's a sickening crunch as the skull just kind of goes.
And the bushes still.
And then there's a shriek. There's a shriek from the floor when this happens, as this shrub goes absolutely berserk.
Second attack at the shrub, or I'd have to move into.
You'd have to move.
All right. I'll go ahead and move. And it's a loss. 22 to hit.
22 does hit the shrub.
10 damage.
10 damage to the shrub. All right.
That felt like a good jump.
That's all. All right, Crixus.
All right. So
you see Doc bashing the skull with the flat of his axe of the druid. The bush goes ballistic, and Doc turns and smacks it once good with the axe. It's still there. It's shaking and quivering and
shivering quiff.
Yeah, shivering quiff.
All right.
Critical roll fans.
I mean, we can't communicate with this bush, right? So
it's
I
think it said something before.
All right.
It said something. It spoke in common earlier.
All right, I'm just gonna say.
You want to try and reason with the bush?
Yeah, I'm gonna say out loud like, you are free from her control, little bushman. And then, probably hum the safety song or something like that, and then.
You hear this quivering voice come out of it, and it seems to calm down a little bit. It says, "You'll let me live?"
If you promise not to harm anyone, I'm sure our mummy friend would allow you safe passage from this place.
I I can give you um here, you can have some of these. And he kind of extends branches out from him, and on the branches are these like blueberries. So you can eat these. It's food. It's good. It's part of what she ate all the time to keep her alive. It's what she ate out here in the woods because it's so cold they can't find anything. Well, yeah,
Not
it stained her teeth. I know, but they're blueberries.
from blowing
They
Smurfs.
don't do
Then
anything.
the
They're
jury was
tasty.
out.
Oh, oh. What's a
It's
Smurf?
like a chewinga.
Oh, okay.
Ah.
Suddenly the Chewinga's got a theme song now. Da, 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 da.
I'll fill my pocket with these good berry style berries, and
There are 21 of these berries on him. Do you pick them all?
yes, I mean,
And
if he
put
allows
them in
me
a
to
little
do so.
pouch that you got? Yeah. Yep, he will allow you to take them.
Okay.
I'm free to go then?
I look around at my team. I need their blessing before we allow the bush to walk free.
As you look around at the team, there's a familiar voice in your head, Crixus. Goes, oh, that is a most interesting specimen of plant. Mm.
It's your buddy, your ride along.
Yeah.
Can you put a few of those berries into my satchel, please?
Crixus will try to communicate non-verbally with him and say,
Okay. Yeah.
"Yeah, absolutely."
That's what it's for, my research. He's sentient, which is different. Sentient. Hmm. I don't think there's going to be any harm in the berries. They seem non-poisonous for folk like us. If she was living off of them, which clearly she was eating some of them, I see from the blue stains coming from her mouth, which you can't see so much anymore. It's kind of red now, but yes, that should be good. I think if we can get 2 more samples that I do not have, and then send the satchel to uh, um, uh, the um, the greenhouse in uh, in Brinchander. There is a greenhouse where they do agricultural study in Brinchander, and if we can find a couple more neat or unique specimens, then maybe we can go turn in my work. What say you?
Of course, whatever I can do to get you out of
Excellent.
my head.
Excellent.
Are we officially out of combat?
Yes. If you're letting the shrub go. Crixus, he kind of looks around after negotiating with his plant, picks some berries off of it, and you guys hear the whole conversation. And then he kind of looks to you guys, and then as he's looking to you, he suddenly gets this like 1,000-foot stare, and he's off in a different place for about 2 minutes. Ellie grabs your arm, Crixus, and shakes it. You okay?
Fine, this entity in my mind wanted to have a conversation at the worst possible time.
Ah, I see. We're letting Bushman go here?
He clearly means us no harm. He was clearly just protecting this woman. I don't see it as a problem, and perchance he might
Thank
be
you.
of assistance to someone.
Make a persuasion check, Crixus. Because Ellie seems uncharacteristically a little angry about this, that we're considering letting this go.
15 on my persuasion.
I'm gonna put in my 2 cents and say, let him go, hack him up. I don't care. Let's figure this shit out.
Let him go, let him grow.
Ellie kind of reaches up and wipes blood from her cheek with her one hand. And
Not gonna lie, the suspense is killing me.
she says, I don't trust it. She turns and swings with her mace and clobbers it. And it stops moving.
I was going to say right in the berries, but he doesn't have any left.
Doesn't have any left. Right where the berries would have been.
Right in the berries.
Crixus looks at Aronan with a glance that very clearly says, like, this is taking a toll on Ellie. Like,
yeah,
the Ellie that I met at the onset would not have held a grudge like that.
And when Crixus looks at me, I'm basically gonna have my eyebrows up like shit. Like this is my job, not Ellie's. Like I'm the one that's supposed to be the asshole and go on a murdering rampage.
She looks at you guys after she bashes it and kind of turns and looks at you, and you got your eyebrows up, Aronan, and she looks at Crixus, who was very clearly whispering with you. And she goes, I don't trust it, guys. I wouldn't eat those berries. I don't trust it. Sorry. And she points at the gash in her cheek that is still bleeding.
So, forgive me for actually being the voice
That could
of
go out
reason
and kill a bunch of chewingas.
for once.
That could go out and kill a rabbit. That could go out and kill many other things that are smaller than it. I don't trust it.
I'm gonna be the voice of reason.
Puts her hand to her cheek and casts.
We'll probably take a short rest or something.
Yeah.
So she may want to.
No, she casts cure wounds on herself. She is.
She doesn't like
in a
getting
mood
knocked
right
out.
now. No, that was not a fun thing for her. Oh, she rolled a 1 on the cure wounds.
Can we search the room?
The nice thing is it's 8 hit points. Yes, you can absolutely search the room. Inside the room, you find, well, of course, there is a rack of drying herbs. An unfurled bedroll is behind the sarcophagus. You see where she had a little area where she had a fire that she would make that kind of kept this room warm. As you start digging through, let's see, you don't find anything around other than, I mean, she's got a wooden staff, but it's a piece of wood. She's got a little like spell component pouch on her. Her armor is leather, just base leather armor. There isn't anything super special about her. She seems to live off the land, and her stuff is handmade.
You guys want to check the sarcophagus?
All right, now.
You guys want to take a rest?
Yeah, we need to take a rest because I am in a bad way. We haven't taken a long rest in a while, have we?
No. We fought a banshee and then a moose and then the woman in the bush.
It is early evening, probably at this point.
I'm going to suggest that we all take a long rest, so we can kind of heal up and before exploring the rest, because I'm banged up. I think looking at everybody else, clearly Ellie needs a nap. She's been on the cranky side.
Before we do, can I ask the mummy a few questions?
When you say clearly Ellie needs a nap, she's a bit on the cranky side. She looks at you and she goes, I'm not cranky.
I don't want to go to bed.
I'm going to take a nap. I'm going to lay down here. But a nap does sound good. Crix, as you walk over to the mummy, he comes sauntering in. Well, that was unique.
I'll ask, did you know about that woman? Who that might have been?
No. I have no idea who that was.
Do you know who's in this tomb?
In this tomb? Oh. Oh. I'm not sure. I really have no idea who's in this tomb.
Is this place safe to bar the door and rest?
Well, if we allow the door to close and the magic to work, only someone with a moonbeam spell or the appropriate time of the month would open the door.
Does that mean we're trapped inside?
A good question.
Only if we close the door tightly.
Yeah, let's not do
It is
that.
propped open decently enough.
Maybe
right
we
now.
don't want to stay
So
in
we'll
here.
have to do a long rest with someone guarding.
Well,
the door.
there is the opening. He says, pointing to the little 2-foot opening that's 30 feet in the air.
Yeah. So actually, we just need the mummy to stand guard because he doesn't sleep, right? So we can just ask him if something comes to wake us up.
Well, I've had plenty of rest over the last 200 years. I think I could stay up the night for you.
I'd still take a first watch.
Sure, whatever works.
Well, if you take a long rest, the long rest with the mummy watching would be 8 hours instead of the 12 that I normally imagine it as.
It's up to you guys. If you don't
Long
trust
rest?
the mummy,
Trust the mummy, it'll be fine.
yep.
All right.
Yeah,
Are we
long rest.
sleeping in this
Long
this
resting.
room? It's just so I'm gonna sleep in the doorway so it can't shut.
Okay.
I could.
It's fair.
I could.
You
And
push the door open, prop it open with the rock, and then fall asleep there.
yeah, once Ellie's asleep, I'm gonna ask critics if I can eat a berry just to see if it seems safe.
So, side note, can't we just use the immovable rod or that?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, instead of
Yeah.
You absolutely could.
Would be a good idea.
yeah,
That would be a good idea to prop open the door.
and then
So you put the movable rod on the door to open it up.
Yep.
Keep it open.
Yep, and then I'm going to actually pick up my hand crossbows while I'm at it because I had dropped those.
Yep.
And I'm going to. Are the herbs that we're drying, are those usable by any of us, or are they just? Do we know if they're healing properties or if they're just?
Crixus, do you go over and look at them?
Yeah, of course.
Ah, there's more. Grab some of them as well. Especially those blue ones. Those blue leaves are something different. I have not seen those in my searches.
You might be rid of this guy faster than you thought.
Nice. I will grab them and place them into the satchel. Here you go, Doc. Have at it. And I'll toss him a couple berries.
All right, I'll eat 2 of the berries.
And you instantly turned into a Smurf via Willy Wonka.
No, it just looks like he blew one. Your teeth end up stained blue, and it will be kind of hard to hide the fact that you ate 2 of these for the next 24 hours.
That seems fine.
Yeah,
Does
it's
it
all
get
fine.
you high, man?
All right, I'm gonna take my long rest then.
Okay. Everyone take ye old long rest. Ellie's already asleep, so she is very, very happy being back to full.
I'm sure she is.
All right. You awake in the morning. The mummy's still sitting. There's like Doc. You got the immovable rod holding the door open. Doc's sleeping in the floor by the immovable rod. The zombie's in the hallway, just kind of keeping an eye on things. Or not zombie, mummy. I keep saying zombie for some reason. The mummy is in the hallway, keeping an eye on things.
Slight distinction.
Doc, you stir awake, and he kind of looks back and he says, "Oh, you're awake. That is good."
Yeah.
Shall we see the others? How the others are doing?
Yeah, I think it's time to wake him up. Do I have anything besides my horn that's no? Yeah, I'll go over to Crixus's shield and I'll kind of bang on it with a metal weapon. Morning, everyone.
Ugh. Ellie and Aronan and Crixus are all stirred awake by the ruckus that is Doc banging on Crixus's shield with his axe.
Aronan would jump.
Doc, seriously?
Aronan would jump up and like move like he's being attacked. So I'd reach for my daggers, and then I would realize it was Doc and still pull one out and point it at him.
Seriously, Doc, that's not a good way to wake up.
A quick way to wake up.
It's the asshole way to wake up.
Ellie stretches
Probably how
out
Doc
hands.
was woken up many times in the arena.
Oh yeah, that's how people are woken up. Doc
Sleep.
It's the best way, most effective.
Sleep a little
way
shallow when you know that's going to be your wake up call.
I guess.
All right. Now, how do you guys feel about the sarcophagus? As Doc is looking for some, happy feelings about helping him.
I'm gonna go grab the immovable rod and put it back in the bag of holding.
Okay.
I'm gonna direct Aronan to carefully search the room while Doc and I try to figure out, check the sarcophagus for traps and try to figure out how to use our strength to lift it.
All right. I shall search for traps.
Right. Okay, make an investigation check.
Oh, Doc, you threw me off this morning. Natty 1 plus my 5 is 6.
Ooh, yeah, you don't find any traps. You don't find any traps at all.
I will proudly announce
checking Aronan.
I will proudly announce that we are trap free.
You're completely safe.
Nothing to see here.
Our safety is in your hands. I completely trust you.
All right, I'll start giving a push on the lid and see if how many people it's gonna take to get this thing open.
Make a strength check.
11.
11. You can get it to move a little bit, but it's gonna be tough to push it off yourself. Ellie sees what you're doing and goes to assist you. Crixus, do you help as well?
Yep.
All right, so all 3 of you together on 3 push this lid off, and it falls off, and you're immediately met with this smell of stench and decay. It's not like pumpkin spice like the mummy at all. It is. There is a half decomposed female in there. dressed similarly to the druid that you fought.
Could be sister or parent or mother, sister or mother or something, maybe a relative.
Girlfriend.
Crixus, you want to make a medicine check?
I would like to do that.
Are we saying it's the mummy's side piece? Is that what we're saying?
15.
Your best calculations, you guess that whoever this is died a month and a half ago.
Recently.
The cold has slowed the decomposition of the body, though, so it's hard to tell really, but it's actually in fairly decent condition for a corpse.
Does that timeline line up with the darkness? Has been for a long time, right? So this would have been after the darkness.
This darkness is.
Does it line up with the moose? Like moose sightings?
Make an intelligence check.
Doc's good at those. 8.
You think that makes sense to you. That completely lined up. Yeah, with the moose. You think her death may have had something to do with the moose's sightings.
Investigate. Someone who's better at that than me.
You want to
I'll assist.
Dig around in the sarcophagus? Okay. So someone at advantage can make
I have a plus 3
check.
What were we doing? Investigation?
Yeah.
I'm a plus 4.
Alright. Search with advantage, then.
Doc calls you over and says, Hey, Aronan, take a look in here. See if you can find anything. You're good at this.
Come to Papa. 15.
15? Yeah, digging around in there, you find a shark skin pouch. Inside of it, there are these 2 crystal vials. And in one of them is it's like it almost looks like shadow swirling around within water. And then in the other one is it's a crimson liquid that kind of pulses with a dull light. Watching it pulse, it makes you think of like a heartbeat.
Oh, cool.
2 mystery potions.
Is that something I'm assuming I would have no idea what that is, right?
You could actually, well, let's see. What would you have to make? Probably have to make an Arcana check.
So if random things were given to arena combatants, maybe Doc had seen something before, but I don't know if they would have been spending that on essentially slaves. So those would have been So never seen anything like that.
Probably not. If you want to take a little taste of it, try and identify it, you could.
I got a 3 in my Arcana check.
Sure,
Yeah, you have no idea what this stuff is, Aronan, as you're looking at it. The one that's almost like a beating heart kind of creeps you out a little bit.
Yeah,
honestly.
same here. So I'll just take a little taste of the shadow swirl one.
I'm gonna ask him if he's actually crazy. Like, what are you doing? Like, why are you?
As he puts it on his blue tongue.
Yep, and Ellie looks at you and is like, "You ate some of those berries, didn't you?"
If 2 of them mean some, then yeah.
Yeah. Okay. And you put that little bit of the potion on your tongue, and there's like shadow that kind of seeps out of you for like half a second, and there's a sheen of what looks like a magical almost body armor that happens for literally just a second, and it almost looks like sunglasses on you.
Well, that was interesting.
Ellie looks at it and goes, "Oh, yeah, that's gonna I've seen that before. There was a prior to meeting you guys, I had a fight with a local alchemist, and that will help prevent radiant damage to you. It gives you resistance to radiant damage. It's a potion of resistance, radiant."
Ooh.
She goes, "I've seen that before." He drank the damn thing, and I was trying to get rid of him for this family, but made him formidable foe when all I could do was lob radiant spells at him. It's when I learned how to use this thing, and she picks up her mace.
Yeah, the other one kind of creeps me out a little. I think I'm gonna pass on that one. Unless, I mean, I'm willing to be the guinea pig, but
I'll try it if you want. I think I know what it is. I might know what it is. And she takes a little finger of the red.
I'm not gonna stop anybody from tasting random things.
Oh, wow. Whew. Okay.
Cinnamon.
Wow. All right. Yeah, that's gotta kick. That would if any of you are tired, that's gonna help. No, no, it's not. No, it's not Fireball, Doc. I know what that tastes like, and I don't want
Potion
that.
of
I
the
don't want that again.
Phoenix.
But no, that's some good shit. No, it is, and she actually looks at it and she's like, "This is going to hang on to that one. That one will be important. I have a feeling if any of us are exhausted, that will be a very good thing. It's a potion of vitality, which when you drink this potion, it removes any exhaustion you're suffering, cures any disease or poison affecting you, and for the next 24 hours, you regain the maximum number of hit points for any hit die you spend.
Ooh,
So
that's a good one.
that's a nice potion. That's a good one.
Sweet. Couple great potions there, randomly.
I feel
Yeah.
like Ellie or Crixus should have those because they can help us. And if they can help us, who's going to help them?
That's true.
Yeah, I mean, I'll take them both if you want, and we can figure it out later.
Yeah, do that.
Okay.
All right. So we've pretty much cleared out this thing.
Yeah. Well, there's other places you can explore down here if you want to spend the rest of your morning exploring before heading
Well,
back.
there's still a mirror that we had to interact with. Yes.
Yeah, I mean, we need to go and figure the rest of the dungeon out.
Yeah.
Or the
Can we
Doc's
ask
gonna
a
go
lot
check out. Doc's gonna go check out that other door and just see if there's any way into it without magic.
You go and look at that other door, and it is sealed tight.
Yeah, I have proficiency in like stone masonry and stuff, so I had, if there's a crack, I can find it, but it is not.
There is a crack, but it is so slight that, like, Crixus, Ellie, and Aronan would probably... Aronan might see it, but Crixus and Ellie are going to have no idea where the seam on this door is. It is locked tight. It would require, as you know, and confirming this, your mummy friend comes up behind you and says, "Yes, that would require the next half phase of the moon to open. So we can either wait here a month, unless one of you has a moon spell."
I think
Yeah.
we've established we have nothing
Yeah,
Oh,
I
other
don't.
than
I don't think we're gonna hang out here for. Would it take roughly 7 days to get from full to half?
Yeah,
7
Quarter of the way
seconds,
through.
maybe.
So
it's a shame because the other thing is, and he kind of walks over. He goes, "Over here is this mirror, and this mirror. It's a scrying mirror, but it can only be activated. I mean, you do have to attune to it, and then it does have to be activated with the moonlight on the moon
which
dial."
we knew, which it was full moon currently. So
Yes. Yeah. So,
somebody want to tune to the mirror?
I can attune to the mirror. I have a slot open.
okay, you take an hour to attune to the mirror. It is a scrying mirror. It allows you to scry on anyone you kind of want to. So, who do you want to scry on? Anyone,
Yeah, it said
Crixus?
on the moon dial. It says, "Gaze upon your own face and have 7 questions answered." That feels like a good thing.
Do you want a week to think about it, Crixus?
If I have to ask 7 questions now, I don't have them. So
You don't have to ask 7 questions. It's a scrying mirror, is what it is.
yeah, I mean, I'll scry on someone.
Looking
to
at
test
it, it ends up it's an oval mirror that's 7 feet tall and 3 feet wide. Let's see. It will. Ooh. You could use it. You could use it to cast a scrying spell. You do also understand that you can, as you attune to it, you start realizing all these things. It acts like a crystal ball. So if you wanted to search crystal ball in D&D Beyond, I will tell you all these things. Though you can cast detect thoughts. While you are scrying with the crystal ball to get a sense of what your target is thinking. Yeah, that's what it is. It acts as a crystal ball of mind reading. So you can scry on something and get their thoughts.
Interesting. Do I have a sense of whether like it uses or it has a limit of how many uses that it has? So I would test it out, but I don't want to waste it, quote unquote.
You make an Arcana check.
Okay. It's bad.
Bad.
3.
You guess based on the Elvish wording on the moon dial that you'd have 7 uses.
Yeah, that makes sense. Of course it does. I will not use it right now.
Okay. Then we will end the session. You see Crixus looking into the mirror at himself and it looking back at him, and you can tell he's deep in thought, and it's just back to his reflection, to him, to his reflection, to him. And when it flips to the reflection, you see the mummy and Aronan kind of standing behind him, and it slowly just zooms in on Crixus's face. And we'll pick up there with him thinking about who to scry on.
Huh.
We'll start next session with a scry.
Awesome.
So take a week, Crixus, think about who you'd like to peek in on. Anyone from the past. If it's a really obscure early campaign reference, please let me know who it is so I have something prepared. Or don't let me know, and we'll see how well I can improv some stuff.
I mean, I've got some ideas of what I would do for fun. Of course, I think I want to scry on the Frost Maiden to figure out exactly where we need to go. But, also a big part of me wants to scry on Marta, see what she's up to. We'll see what
Yeah, you
happens.
creeper.
We'll see what happens.
What about that guy that's supposed to be in the prison or whatever? That'd be a good one to scry on.
Another one would
That
be
might not be a bad idea.
Captain Golden Pants running around.
Captain Gold, yeah. Captain Golden Pants.
Runa from
you could
from the first adventure, the
yeah.
the first adventure. She got blown up.
Scry on Runa. You could scry on the shop owner that you ripped off in Luskin.
We don't care about him.
You could scry on.
All right.
I'm gonna have to make some notes here. There's a lot of opportunity here.
Yeah, there is.
Oh yeah. I'm sure Jeff is going to comb the back catalog to find people you could scry on this week and keep sending them out to you. How about this one?
Now you're talking.
Captain Butterskull, was that or
The Butterskull Ranch, yeah. Oh my gosh.
That's
all right.
Old callbacks here.
Thanks everybody for popping in today. We're gonna close this shop down. We are Two Nerds One Quest. You can hit us up anywhere that we have social media. Two Nerds One Quest. So twitter.com/Two Nerds One Quest, patreon.com/Two Nerds One Quest. Give some support. Tell people about the show. Have others come and join us in the chat. Join the Patreon. $1 a month gets you the podcast with the pre and post show content. I'm looking to get the podcast back up in actual regular form back out there, but that takes a little bit of time and cost. So help us along. Join the Patreon. There are some other cool rewards as well, such as voting on encounters. We have a monthly...
Which is behind, but I have ideas. So
right.
I owe you guys 2 polls right now.
Gotcha.
I'll take them both at once.
And I came up with some ideas.
Yeah, you will.
Take them both. Well, yeah, that's kind of... There's still stuff out there that needs to show up yet, too. I gotta find a place to drop something. Oh, I could have dropped it in this episode, too. Fuck.
Anyway, yeah.
Myself.
So we have stuff.
Yeah.
We have cool stuff. Discord. Join the Discord. That is free. Talk to us. We do stuff other than just D&D in there. Movies, music, games, whatever. Pick our brains, I guess.
Yeah.
Join us. Join us in the Discord.
Ask questions. Tag with questions if you got them.
Yep. It's a great way to get a hold of us.
I like questions.
So for me, for JC, for Cooch, and for the Lazy Dragon Genius, we are Two Nerds One Quest, and we will catch you next week.
What that Acquisitions Incorporated guy with the list? I'd like to hear from him again.
Say,
have I told you about my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ?
Thursday, and then Thursday night, if all y'all are ever been interested in Critical Role, want to jump into a story point beginning and have a small sample of what it might be like, they are doing a thing called Exandria Unlimited, and they're having a guest DM come in. Their normal DM is going to play along with 2 of their normal players, and then they're going to have 2 other guest players for an 8-episode story arc. So for the next 2 months, they're going to have this while Matt preps campaign 3. So That
Where
starts
would one
Thursday night.
find that if one needed to?
Twitch.tv/criticalrole. Yep.
Cool.
Critical Role's YouTube channel the following Monday after the Thursday night. It's Thursday nights at 9 our time, and then it shows up. They post it to their YouTube channel on Monday, and then it comes out in podcast form the following Thursday, a week later. And that's, if you just search Critical Role, it's a black with white writing logo. The white with black writing is their first campaign. So,
cool.
Alrighty, let's get some show titles here. Alright, I'm going to read them out. Go, vote on show titles if you are in the chat. Go to that link. I'm just going to go right down the line and read them. Right in the berries. Please, sir, can I have some more? He went to town on the druid. I want to see this push crit. The Lothander times.
I want to see this bush crit.
Oh. I thought it was push
bush.
Crit. I want to see this bush crit. The Lothander times. The newspaper of Lothander. Shivering Quiff, whatever the hell that is.
It's a Critical Role thing.
It's a Critical Role reference.
Little Bushman and Smurfs are just blue chewingas. So go vote. Vote. Everybody vote. You're in the chat. I see you in the chat.
I see you in the chat. You better go vote.
Yeah.
I like it. I like the newspaper of Lothander. It was funny.
We haven't done that in a while, JC. We haven't named her spiritual weapon in a while.
Named her spiritual weapon. I don't know that she has used it in a while, so.
No. I still like the idea that she can't control it, so it turns into whatever. Like it's not an actual weapon.
Yep. Yeah. It's actually funny. That call for it to be a rolled up newspaper against a wolf is fantastic.
Yeah. As soon as you said she turned into a wolf, and then you said she was going to do spiritual weapon, I'm like, oh, that's perfect.
Yeah.
Oh God. Laundry day, Father's Day. Oh, so much to do. I don't know if you guys could hear, like halfway through the show, Gus is behind me sleeping, and he makes these really high pitched like squeaks when he's.
Yeah, I heard it a little bit.
Yeah. He was doing it the other day, and they were like loud. He was laying in the other room, and like he might as. I went to check on him to be sure he wasn't having like a seizure or something. He was just loud and all over the place.
Mm-hmm.
Crazy little bastard. All right, looks like the Lothander Times is the winner. Thank you for voting. Yeah, I got nothing.
I got this meme from a D&D group. This is a funny story. Guy's telling a story about his first session. He's running the first session of a new campaign. Everyone was starting at level 1. We had an elf druid, a half-elf ranger, a dragonborn sorcerer, and a tiefling rogue. As the party was going through introductions, the tiefling says, I'm 5'2", 90 pounds. I don't like to be touched. The dragonborn says, I'm 6'3", 250 pounds, and I pat her on the head. The tiefling, I bite his hand. Okay, so you bite his hand. Roll to hit. Nat 20. Roll 1d4 damage. Rolls a 4, doubles to 8. The dragonborn sorcerer only has 8 hit points. Okay, so you bite his hand off, and he is now bleeding out. No one has any healing potions or magic, all level 1 characters. The Dragonborn rolls a 3 on a death save, and the next death save is a nat 1. The Dragonborn is dead. Tiefling looks up and says, I said I don't like to be touched.
Oh, jeez.
Killed a player in introductions because one said I don't like to be touched. And then someone instantly went, oh, I'm going to be that asshole.
Nice.
So that's fun.
It feels bad. They were probably destined to need a healer at some point anyway, so you should just come back as a cleric or something.
True.
Hey, JC, I'm not sure. Was it just me, or was JC audio lag for you guys too?
Only a
It
little
felt
bit,
like I was today for some reason, but it wasn't. It wasn't horrible.
Okay.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Genius.
Seemed fine. I thought at the beginning there was kind of a visual lag, but the audio seemed fine for me. But it caught up over the course of time, so I don't know what that's about.
Say some
Mine's
words,
always weird
JC.
though because I'm on an iPad.
It didn't seem bad.
Okay, maybe it's some weird connection between John and I or my Discord, because he was a literal 3 to 4 second delay through the entire thing for me.
I didn't
Oh
have
shit! Wow.
Or maybe not 3 or 4 second, but a solid 1.5 second. Like, yeah. Even now, when you talk, it's delay. Yeah, I don't know. That's weird.
I don't know.
I don't know either. Maybe it'll fix itself next week.
Possible.
that. Sure, just random.
Just random. All the shit's random. All right. With that, I'm
Now
gonna
that
call
approach the
boys.
subject, though, I want you guys to come up with some WWE entrance music for your character, so you can post it in the messenger. That was kind of a cool experiment.
Yeah. Post that. Actually, post that
Post
in
it
the
in
Discord.
Discord.
Okay.
Yep.
So people can shoot. Post that in the Discord, and then the three of you think of what character you would, or what actor you would have play your character for next week. And I'll try and come up with one for Ellie. I have a few ideas.
Would this saying Danny DeVito be too typecast for a dwarf?
And on that note, we'll catch you guys next week. Thanks for popping in.
Boom, get 'em.